Welcome to the Sovereign Library. Horizon Life Operating Systems. Deep Dive Series. The 3 a.m. Signal. You wake up at 3 a.m. and you cannot go back to sleep. Your first instinct is to call it insomnia, to call it anxiety, to call it your body betraying you. What if it isn't any of those things? There is a reason 3 a.m. has been called the hour of the mystic, the hour of the prophet, the hour when the veil between what is and what is becoming is at its thinnest. Your nervous system is quiet, the world is quiet, and something in you is awake because something needs to be heard. That is not insomnia. That is a transmission. The question is whether you are tuned in to receive it or whether you roll over and reach for your phone. 3 things that happen at 3 a.m. that don't happen any other time. 1. The beast is tired. The midbrain that hijacks your decisions all day, the voice that creates urgency, justifies escape, pulls you toward your worst self. It runs on stimulus. And at 3 a.m., there is no stimulus. The beast cannot operate in the silence. It needs noise, distraction, reaction. At 3 a.m., you have none of those things. Which means at 3 a.m., you are closer to your actual self than at almost any other moment of the day. 2. The subconscious is speaking. Carl Jung called it the shadow. Abraham Hicks calls it resistance. AVRT calls it the beast voice. They are all pointing at the same thing. The part of you that operates below conscious awareness and surfaces when the conscious mind finally goes quiet. At 3 a.m., your subconscious is not whispering anymore. It is speaking at full volume. The thought that woke you up, the worry, the idea, the fear, the revelation, that is not random. That is information. The question is whether you are going to engage with it or suppress it. 3. The wish field is open. Neville Goddard wrote that the state you fall asleep in is the state you are planting into your subconscious mind. The moments just before sleep and just after waking are the most fertile ground for assumption. At 3 a.m., you have just surfaced from that deep state. You are neither fully asleep nor fully awake. You are in the liminal space. This is not a problem to solve. This is a window to use. What the sovereign does at 3 a.m. First, do not reach for the phone. The phone collapses the window immediately. Stimulus kills the signal. Second, lie still and listen. What is the first thought that surfaced? Not the anxious spiral that followed. The first thought. That is the transmission. Third, ask one question. What is this trying to tell me? Not what is wrong, not what do I need to fix. What is this trying to tell me? Then listen. Fourth, if the thought is generative, an idea, a direction, a knowing, write it down. Voice memo it. Capture it before the conscious mind fully wakes and the beast starts editing. If the thought is fear-based, a worry, a catastrophe scenario, a spiral, name it as the beast. Out loud if you can. That is the beast. That is not me. And return to stillness. Fifth, use the wish field. As you drift back towards sleep, inhabit the feeling of the thing you are building, not the hoping of it, the having of it. Feel it as already true in your body. That is what you plant. The 3 a.m. signal is not your enemy. It is your most honest advisor showing up at the only hour it can get through. The question is whether you are sovereign enough to receive it. The negotiation is over. Horizon Life Operating Systems Deep Dive Series.